talking about creating.
Before I get this lesson started, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone of whom I learned from. Shalom to the whole elect, taking this truth to the four corners of the earth, bidding the elect spirits of Yasharallah to the marriage supper of the Lamb, who is Yahushai. This is your brother Radal. Listen to what this guy's saying, and we're going to line up some precepts with it in prophecy, and we'll be done.
Creating an international. Donald Trump's talking about creating an international slave trade. Yes, you heard that correctly. Donald Trump wants to send American prisoners to other countries for a fee. The first point I want to bring up is the way that they package this to sell it to poorly educated Americans. They use the word dangerous. Now, this is a tactic that both political parties have used since the birth of this nation. However, it is the Republican Party of today who is really perfecting this style of fear-mongering. Remember back in the 80s when you would see black faces on the nightly news creating fear in our communities? We would equate black people with criminality, calling them dangerous, thugs, predators, super predators. And this was just a tool to vilify black and brown people in order to arrest them and make the private prison industry boom. For those of you who do not know, the 13th Amendment allows for legalized slavery in the United States of America. The 13th Amendment reads, the abolishment of slavery except, there's an exception, and that exception is when punishment for a crime. Label someone a criminal and we can justify locking them up and making them work for free. Do you see what Trump's doing?
And this goes into accusing of the accuser of the brethren, mentioned in Revelation. I believe it's Revelation 12. That word accusation or accuser goes into, it's the Greek word kategoreo, where we get the word categorize or category. And Esau has put everybody in categories underneath himself. Look what he says right here.
With immigrants, even those immigrants who supported him, he's putting them in migrant detention centers. He even opened up 30,000 beds at Guantanamo Bay. How does he get away with this? By vilifying them, demonizing them, and labeling them all criminals in the same way that we did black Americans during the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Did you hear that? Listen, this is a precept. It's in prophecy. Look what he just said. Jeremiah 50:33. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel. This is talking about your northern kingdom. That is your so-called your Native Americans and your Latinos. And the children of Judah, that's your southern kingdom. That goes into your so-called blacks in America, your Haitians, and your Jamaicans, your West Indies, them. Yes, we were scattered to the four corners of the earth, and we look like everybody, but the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom are your so-called blacks, your Native Americans, and your Latinos. And this prophecy identifies America with Esau at the top, oppressing all 12 tribes together, because this hasn't happened. Well, when we were split back when Solomon was in rulership, the northern kingdom, the Latinos and Native Americans, they took off towards Assyria, and they were in captivity for the majority of the time, and then they came over here, and we were left behind over in Israel to start acting a fool and be crazy. Then finally we went into captivity, and then we got scattered all over Europe and Africa. And then later we were brought from the remaining part of Africa over in the west coast of Africa and brought over here to be slaves. And now Jeremiah 50:33 is talking about the geographical location known as the fourth part of the earth, or the ends of the earth, which is the northern America, which is talking about America. So thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go, mainly talking about the prison industrial complex in America, but also slavery.
Trump's aspirations would be comparable to the transatlantic slave trade, where human beings became property in chattel slavery, in which they were sold to a country that was not their own. We have so many historical references, it's sickening. And for those of you who wonder what you would have done 400 years ago during the enslavement of black Americans, for those of you who wonder what you would have done during 1930s Germany, well, guess what? Whatever it is that you're doing right now, that's exactly what you would have done. And if you support this guy, you're on the wrong side of history. I promise you that.
Donald, he doesn't understand that this is prophecy. Let's get some more precepts. We are about to step into Jacob's trouble. Okay, this is what's happening. The worst time in history, in human history, is about to approach on the earth. Satan knows, and when I say Satan, I'm talking about the rulership of Esau. They know that their time is short. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And the he shall be saved out of it is talking about the elect, the remnant of the northern and southern kingdom, not the whole, not all. 2/3 of our people are going to die because they refuse to fucking repent. I want to make this fast so I can fit it on both my YouTube channel and TikTok, because if it's too long, it won't go on TikTok. That's another one. They shall not regard. And eventually, this is what's going to happen. They shall not regard their princes. This is 2nd Esdras. Eventually, it's going to explode, you guys. 2nd Esdras 15:16. For there shall be a sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. There goes your martial law. For because of their pride and the cities shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. So there's going to be all kinds of chaos. And look at this, verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with sword. Why? And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. The Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua is going to release a spirit into the earth where everyone's just going to be attacking everybody once chaos sets in. Okay, people are going to be killing each other for food. It will start off as civil war, but then it will just break off into chaos. This is prophecy. This is what's going to happen. Sparing none. That's in 16. It's in 2nd Esdras. Let me see. They shall be like madmen. They shall be like madmen. Sparing none. Second. Yep. And this is also what's up. This is going to be the attack on the elect, and some of us will die martyr deaths, right? But those of us that are also chosen, we're gonna make it through. It's called the straight gate. 2nd Esdras 16:71. They shall be like madmen, talking about the Edomites and the UN armies and all that shit, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, right? For they shall waste, so that they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known. This is your elect, who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. So this is what's happening, man. But this Edomite also, he's fulfilling another prophecy by him saying what he's saying. Look, this is what he's doing. He's doing Psalm 64 verse 8. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So whenever you see Edomites doing this, because he's not innocent either, he has he means well, you guys, but he's not. This doesn't give him any good points. He's only, his part in the movie, his lot in the movie is this script right here. This is his script. He's one of the handful of Edomites that's pointing out the bullshit and the wickedness of his own people, right? But that doesn't mean he's saved, or that doesn't mean he's a good person. He's only fulfilling this prophecy. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Just like he was talking about this portion of the movie. You understand, prophecy and the earth, it's a movie script. The Most High is the director. The Israelites and the Edomites are the two main characters, and everybody else are background filler for the movie. We are the main characters, you guys. Jeremiah 50:33. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. And right now, the northern kingdom is starting to taste that bitter cup of oppression. And they need to wake the fuck up and realize that they're the Israelites and that the so-called white man is Esau. We all got to wake up, man. So I want to end this because I'm going to try to load some of this on TikTok. I could go longer, but I want to see if I can do it, because if it's too long, it won't load on TikTok. So I pray that this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, and double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, and shalom to the Hope Elect brothers taking this truth to the four corners of the earth. This is your brother Radah. Shalom.